Blessings, everyone. It's the 29th of August, 2020. Um, I just wanted to continue with my process that I'm in. Just sharing because it might be of use to someone out there that's experiencing the change in the body. Um, the crystalline energy and the inner vehicle for life, the diaphragm in particular, um, and the cleansing process that we're experiencing. Um, I've been in a really deep process for the past 2 days. I'm finding that the body's literally just taking over and doing its thing. Um, and I have resistance to that, and there's been a lot of inner conflict, which I feel is connected with the lower vibration, and it's how I would have experienced um, what is called sickness in my early years. So the body's really it's giving me a strong message about uh, the lower dimensions and what is real in terms of the illusion. It's also part of the collective, I feel, also because there's this huge change happening in terms of how we see life, but there's also a sense of this deep shift in our consciousness, which is coming through this virus that I'm going like this because it's a virus. It's a label, um, and so we have the conflict between the physical body and our experience of being human. That's there in the middle. Um, when the vibration rises, there is no sickness. Everything comes into alignment with our natural state, which is a state of grace. I'm not a person that gets sick. I haven't experienced any sickness over the past 20 years or so in the way that it would have been identified, which says a lot about how my identity has changed within myself and how I perceive life. Um, and it's been a really beautiful experience of being able to literally process everything. And it can be pretty intense at times because I'm processing lots and lots of energy, not just for myself, but I'm processing energy for the planet. And I've been living in this really since we came into the 21st century. Excuse me, being called into places to work with the energies that are changing in different parts of the globe. So it's been very active. The present situation is I can feel that the body is trying to identify with the experience in a way that is comfortable. Also, the body doesn't want any material food. I've been fasting since around the 14th of August, because this really kicked in the middle of August, where I found that I was going through a huge birthing process through the body, and it was pretty full on. 24 hours of feeling lots of change happening inside, and it was also pretty painful. And my body was just releasing anything material that was in there, so it was very organic. And I had little bits of food the 2 days before this happened, and the body's just saying, get rid of it. So I think there's caution there in terms of how we actually materialize life. That's the way that I would describe it, is how we materialize within ourselves. Our own physical form is it's a material form. It's something tangible that we can touch and feel. But it's also a very deep awareness inside us of what this physical experience of life is. So, in order to take care of ourselves, then we have this deep awareness inside us that there is more than the physical, that there is a great deal of freedom inside. So the body opens up inside, and it has it's an energy system, of course. So the energy is moving through the body, and it's expanding, and we're embodying lots of light just now. So for me personally, I've been in this crystalline process for probably very deeply over the past 2 years. But as it crystallizes, the body is literally releasing its form. So we move into the formless. And that energy that is changing is moving beyond our physical needs. So the physical body is telling me I don't need food. I can live on light. I can live on this prana, you might call it, that's inside, this energy, which is literally coming from Mother Earth. It's interesting talking about it. The the elements and the energies from Gaia have been feeding me throughout this lifetime. I'm a person that I like to get wet, for example. I mentioned this before, because I am a water element. So I'm really happy just to get drenched in water, regardless of whether it's coming from the rain or from the ocean. Um, I can't separate myself from the water element. The trees and the nourishment that comes from this nourishment that gives us life, I feel from the trees, is really felt in the lower body, and it's a place of deep unity with Mother Earth and with the physical, in a way of life force. So we have the life that comes through from the elements and the trees. Um, but on a bigger scale, we're actually connected with all of life. So, for me personally, I can connect in with the dolphins and the whales. I connect in with the oceans all over the globe. Um, that I'm not in any location. I'm actually living in an energy system. Um, I have people like come to me through me. They will come and literally connect with me. And it's been like that probably my whole life. Um, and it's been a process for me of really experiencing the life as it is rather than as it should be or how we perceive life. We're not separate. So it's really interesting just now because those of us that are living in areas of the globe where there's a lockdown and people are separating themselves, they're actually, it's the opposite that's going on because the the separation as it's perceived physically is actually bringing us together and uniting us at a deeper level. So of there's a lot of movement going on within the energy system. There's also a very deep unity that's happening through the heart, and then this heartfelt response is being shared with all of life. So we become more and more rooted in Mother Earth and her blessings and her gifts that come through. And there's a sense of not needing to do anything, but just to allow the energies to come through and nourish and feed us. It's very beautiful. So I'm just sending a prayer through this morning. I seen alalai, I seen alalai, I seen alala ish lalai, I seen alala boni leti lalai. Achina la 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 ti ti ishmai. Peace, beloveds. Namaste. Speak to you later.